Hello everybody and a very good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. We are back. Yes, what a quick break that was. It flew over, I think, because everybody is so excited about what a day we have lined up for you, and actually what a great week we've got lined up for you as well. It is launch after launch after launch. We've got cartload shows coming up later in the week for you too. Make sure you check out the schedule on the Crafters TV Facebook page. There is lots to look forward to. This show we are very much looking forward to. It's kind of launch day part 2, but a masterclass for all those of you who have already indulged in some elegance. The Age of Elegance Sara signature collection has been, well, a big, big hit. 40% of a large showstopper stock has already gone. The most stunning, most elegant, most beautiful collection I think you're going to find. Really something very different to what we've done before. And as Sara was talking about in the launch day show earlier, something very different to what we think is out there on the market at the moment. If you love your Pride and Prejudices, your Jane Austens, if you love your Bridgertons, this is going to be absolutely right up your street. A collection which is full to the brim of elegance, of all of the style from that Regency period. The paper pads, let me just tell you, are absolutely supreme, printed on this stunning pearlescent paper. You've got paper pads, linen cardstock, you've got embellishments, the most glorious set of dies, stamps, embossing folders, and what a price. £144 is your platinum price, $192 if you're shopping in the US, so you've got your free shipping there. And of course, don't forget the bonus buys available for you too, which I'll jump into in more detail in just a few moments. Another thing which we will touch on through the show is that we have got a bundle, I suppose for those people who shopped on HSN, it's got all the bits and pieces that you didn't get when you bought that bundle. During this show, I know Sara has got loads of demos lined up, and also we had requests during the last show of things that you wanted to see, and I think, Sara, we're going to be able to do lots of those requests, aren't we?
Yeah, well, let me tell you. Right, so here's the thing, okay? I insisted, because it was such a fabulous, amazing launch, right, that we would do the launch show when we have to, like, show you all the product in detail and tell you all about it, and Ben has to update you over those, so much of the stuff's gone on, yada, 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 right? But I then have a couple of hours to go and do some lovely demos, right? Lovely demos. And I was like, tell me what you want to see. I can do anything. I'm like Little Miss can do anything you want.
Little Miss can do anything you want, yeah.
Little Miss can do anything you want, right? But what did you all want? Oh, yeah. Everyone was like, oh, that candle's for me, Sara. How do you do that? And I was like, oh, well, you just do this, you just do that, you just do the other, right? And then someone was like, well, can you demonstrate? I said, well, of course I can't demonstrate. I need a candle. I need a candle. Well, look what Jake went and bought me in the break.
He's a good lad.
He went and got me a candle. I mean, it's looking a bit dishevelled at the bottom, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't ask about how that happened. Oh. You might have dropped it earlier.
Oh. Okay. Yes, that'll go. But it's almost exactly the same candle.
It's a thought that counts, Sara.
It's a thought that counts, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I will show you how to do this later in the show. Hold your horses. We'll do that. It's not going to be my first demo, but I'll do that later in the show. If you are crafting along with me, guys, you need a candle, some toilet paper.
Okay.
Or, if you don't have toilet paper, napkins.
Okay.
And some greaseproof paper.
Okay.
Found this in the kitchen, found that in the ladies' loos.
Yeah.
Picked these up on the top. So got the lot. Get yourself a candle. We can do it together.
Okay.
Boom.
I hope you've left a note for the ladies that go in the ladies' toilet, because that'd be the worst thing in the world, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Go in there, find out there's no loo roll. Yeah, Sara's just borrowed it for the show. But this is the point. This is what this show's all about. Yes, you've still got the opportunity to grab all of the goodies if you didn't grab them earlier on. But Masterclass, especially when it's me and Sara, I love the fact you guys join in more and get the interactivity going. What do you want to see? What do you want to know? What do you want to ask? That's what we're here for these next 2 hours, to send you away with this great collection. And then you've got tons of stuff to try out, tons of demos to do when you get home that you can do for yourself. So make this your 2 hours. Don't be afraid to ask that question. Don't be afraid to ask a request. If we can do it, we will. If we can't do it, we'll just say, oh, well, we can't do that, unfortunately, but maybe we can do it in another masterclass. Maybe we can do it for a craft along later down the line. Please, please, please shout up, because we want to make sure that you go home with all the inspiration with this collection. So details on your screen for the showstopper. Sara's got all of the boards to go through. Just to mention, if you do go for the showstopper, you automatically then unlock the bonus buy. Now, you've got 2 opportunities here, or 2 chances, I suppose. 99% of people will go for this option here. So you can get a second lot of your paper pads. So in there you get your 12x12, your 6x6 pad, and another set of your linen cardstock, not for £28 or $38.40 platinum. That price will halve for you when you put it in your basket with the showstopper. So it's 14 quid or $19.20 if you're a platinum member. Incredible, incredible value for money. If you do want to go for the embellishment collection, which some people will, there are the details for you on the screen right there. So this is things like those tassels, it's more of the gems, it's the pens. We'll go through it in more detail in just a second, but you halve that price again on screen, okay? So you pop that into your basket with your showstopper and you get that for half price. For
I
those
think you
of
get more than 100 pearls, 15 feathers and 12 tassels.
Oh, a lot more, yeah.
There's more.
Yeah. It's more. Yeah. It is more. When we show you. And for those of you who are shopping on a smaller budget, everything is available individually. And I will go through for you later on as well the bundle that we've put together for those viewers who bought on HSN. What you need to know is that we are heading towards half the stock of the showstopper gone. Shall we get into this and get ready to wow you? If you've not yet seen it, you are about to see something so beautiful. I hope you're sat down for this because it's stunning, Sara.
It is absolutely incredible. And it all starts with the paper pad, right? This is another level of fabulousness, right? It's the best way for me to describe it, okay? Now, it's so good, we printed it onto pearl. It had to be, oh man, it has to be, right? But every page tells multiple stories. So you've got the kissy couple down here. In front, that's like the Sense and Sensibility house, that one, isn't it? That one, yeah. Or they're sitting in the garden. I've seen cards where this is being cut out. Little embellishments that you're going to pull, background pieces, your bead tracks. If that was the paper pad, we'd be like, oh, they're nice papers. Yeah, that's the bead track. That's the bead track, guys. There's only 2 of each paper. And each paper, they are fabulous. All with that gorgeous sheen. The sheen just knocks it up another level.
Yeah.
It really, really does. But I just think every page you'll fall in love with. Yeah. Now, the reason I'm going to town and showing you each one in detail is there are only 2. And a lot of people who were going for the showstopper were going for the showstopper and then buying the extra paper sets, right? So if you think about it, if you're shopping in the UK, just to order the paper pad, they're $14.99. Oh, oopsies, don't worry, I'm not rushing ahead. They're $14.99 for the paper pad, right? If you go for the extra one that's got the 12x12, this, oh, stop rushing ahead, paper pad, right? All right, there you go, here, right? So, if you are going for the paper, there it is on the screen, right?
Beautiful.
So £35. I'm not even taking platinum customers, I'm taking full whack paying customers, right? So you're paying £35, half of that, £17.50. Yeah. Right? So instead of paying $14.99, you're paying another £2.50, and you are getting the 6x6 and the linen cardstock as well. Now, you're only eligible to get that paper collection for half price if it's in your basket when you buy the showstopper. Yeah. So make sure as you're putting the showstopper in there, you are also putting in this extra Age of Elegance 3-piece. Now, that's the 12x12. I need you to understand the 6x6, not like normal. It's not a small version of the 12x12. No, no. It's a whole other paper. In fact, have a little look up close, right? Because can you see, they're not just, them size down wouldn't work. It's different stories. It's different pieces. How fabulous are they? The 2 ladies, oh yes, we're walking along with our gloves on. Fabulous. You know. And that, it does feel like that. What do they do again? Show me what they do. They're just walking along with the gloves on. Like this. It's how they walk in Bridgerton, isn't it? Like that, yeah. They don't do this. They're not doing a swing dance. They're just walking along like this. Yeah, look at Ben, look at him. No, they don't do that. They don't do that. He hasn't watched Bridgerton, guys. He needs to get with the programme. Yeah. You need to watch it, right?
Yeah, I will. I'll stick it on tonight.
2 of each one. Beautiful undersides as well, right?
Yeah.
But they've got all these people. The artwork is fabulous, right? Now, this is not originally drawn. Our team have not drawn this artwork. They've taken the components and they've put together the pages, which means you've got this gorgeous original artwork that is very, very different to any look that we've ever done before. And everyone tells its own story. I like the different colours in the sky. So you're not getting like blue sky every time. You're getting the different colours, the florals coming round there, the different scenes. It really is. I mean, I have to hand it to Leanne's team. They have pulled a blinder.
Absolutely.
An absolute. I mean, we used this earlier, right? And we were saying, so in one card, you could use this bit from here, right? No, in fact, where's the card? Here it is, right? So there is the card, just taking that element. Use it, just that element there, right? Different card, could use that couple there.
Yeah.
Second card, 2 cards out of one sheet.
2 cards out of one.
6. Like a wedding card. Oh, and that's it. I was saying earlier, this is like the two being off canoodling and down here, you know, when nobody's watching in the rose garden or whatever, and them two are gossiping about them. That's how it goes down in Bridgerton, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to watch it all.
The drama.
Yeah.
Do you know what I think for weddings, for anniversaries, young love cards, anything like that, they're just beautiful. And they're all with that amazing sheen on it. Oh, that's like the Pride and Prejudice house.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Pemberley. It's like Pemberley, isn't it?
Like where?
Pemberley.
Oh, Pemberley.
That's the fancy house. Oh, my word. I'm so into the old Jane Austen movies, it's unreal, right? So, you've got the 12 by 12, you've got the 6 by 6. We then do the linen card.
We do.
The linen card to match it. I don't want to knock. I'm supposed to be watching me, Mike. Those are all of the pastel colours which perfectly coordinate with what is in the pad, right? So beautiful patterned colour. It's the one with the special texture on there as well, okay? Those are your cardstocks, right? You'll see in all of the beautiful cards that we've done, there's just elements of them pulled in the background, look stunning, right? Now, it's all the components that go with it, right? So if I just show you a few cards, you'll get a little bit of a feel, and then I'll show you all the components. So for example, on this beautiful die that tells the storybook, right? Or this one here that's the quill. Or you maybe are doing the one where we've got that beautiful, like the handwritten note, that's been stamped and then die cut on there. We've got things like the fabulous fan. The feathers are in the set on here as well. You've got that lovely parasol. I do want to pick this up upside down. Lovely parasol. The florals, the frame dies in here as well.
Flowers in the umbrella.
This beautiful. This is like a what's the word?
Bookmark.
Like a bookmark die. You've got the little tassels there in there. There's that lovely bookmark die, the book die in the background. Lovely textured embossing folders in the background there as well. This kissing couple, I'm all about. I'm going to be. I might put them on the candle.
Oh, that'd be great.
I think I'll put them on the candle. I like them.
Yeah.
And can you see? So you've got the kissing couple, you've got the archway, the beautiful background pieces here. I did say I'd show everyone how to do this card.
Oh, yes, please.
And this one. I'd show you how to do that sort of technique with the. It's like you take the green, the kit, and then we're going to ink it, and then we're going to highlight it. We're going to do all those bits.
Nice.
But even just use it. I mean, look at this. Isn't that fabulous? And then using it with some of the designs inside. They are truly, truly beautiful. I mean, that there. And then we opened this up. Everyone loved this.
Wow,
Isn't that gorgeous? And then, look, that's bits cut out from the 6 by 6 and the 12 by 12 pad. And then she's been stamped on there as well. Loads that you could be doing. So, I'll show you all of the components that are in the kit. Now that we've seen what we're going to be making, and they are stunning, right? By the way, what I made in the first show, if you want to go back and watch, if you weren't, let us know in the comments, have you been with us all day, or were you not here? Everybody watching now, can you just put in the comments, seeing it for the first time now, or I was here earlier, right? Everybody. I'm expecting about 400 comments right now, right? So you've got like a minute, go and put it in the comments so that we can know and we get a feel. In fact, actually, Ben's got them all.
You set me up a little gallery here of all your makes from earlier, haven't you?
The gallery.
Yeah.
So we did that lovely bit with the parasol. Oh, I was showing everyone how to use the puffy snow.
Puffy snow's back in stock.
Puffy snow later, if you're wondering why they don't kind of match in with the theme. There's that gorgeous, I love showing everybody how to do an easel card with the shaped baize. And then that was the favourite one that I made with Ben.
That was brilliant, I love that.
Didn't you? Right?
Yeah.
So all those pieces, right? Let me just show you, for example, that is the frame die, right?
Yeah.
So that is that book. So that lovely book is, you've got the outer frame, you've got all the different individual components, and you can lay them all up. We've then also got this one here, which is just a nice size frame. Now, what's relevant about that, Ben, is when you look at cards like this, can you see it's exactly the right size to frame around those pieces that we've got in the paper pad. It's all planned through. It's not an accident, right? There's that lovely parasol, whether you're doing it up like that or whether you're doing it up down like an umbrella with all your little bits of flowers in.
Yeah, nice.
Like that one that I kept wanting to turn upside down. There is your lovely tag that we talked about. This one here is fabulous. It's that lovely creator card.
The Manor House.
With all the brickwork. Be lovely to paper piece in that as well. Then you've got this one here. This is where I showed you how to do the shaped card from there. Looks brilliant. Then we move on to our stamps. So you've got all of the sentiment stamps. You've got stamp and die sets. Like you've got the one here that allows you to do like the little envelope. Yeah. You've got the kissing couple.
Oh yeah.
I love that one. You've got the quill and the flower one in there. We've got that lovely archway where you can do. You've got all the little flowers and then the die. I mean, to die cut that would be an absolute.
Oh yeah.
Game, but it's all there. You've got. We call these the ladies who lunch, don't we?
The ladies
They're officially
what lunch?
called the elegant ladies, right? But we like them, the ladies who lunch. Embossing folders. There's 2 of them. So there's the one, oh, that I love. That's the one I'm going to work with to show you the techniques before. But then we've also got this lovely background one.
That's incredible.
I missed the fan somehow. There's a fan going on there as well. Embellishments-wise, you've got the feathers. You've also got all the tassels. We've talked about them tassels there. We've got all of the little jewels on there, the little pearls there too. We've got the seam binding ribbon. We've got your lovely fans in there as well. I mean, it's just loads. And then, as if it didn't get good enough, where did I put you? Here you are. 3 tri-blend pens, new colours. So you've got the Regency, the Grace and the Timeless Elegance. So basically you've got everything to be able to do like skin and hair and then dresses and frocks and then all of your landscaping in there as well. So loads to work with, all of that. Massive,
not too shabby, eh? We are almost at half the stock gone. Let's get masterclassing then. Come on, send us your comments, send us your questions. We've got Radical Rachel on the socials with us for the next couple of hours. Lynn says hi to the brilliant Ben and the sensational Sara, the amazing team, the wonderful social superstar and everyone. It seems like ages since I've been able to watch a show live because of being at work. Work, oh dear. I'm glad I got to finish early today and I've made it in time. Julie Vergara joins us from California and Pat Demarest is back saying hi Ben, Sara, super staff and all my wonderful crafting friends from New Jersey. Karen Wells-Sorrell joins us from Kentucky. She says, I've got my grandson and his friend who stayed all night with me last night. Did you get any sleep? Or were they up like, midnight feasting and stuff like that? I hope I get to watch the whole show, you say. Sarah Lindsay joins us and Liz R is in. Hi, Jonelle Watchman, who says greetings from a cloudy, wet, rainy Centralia in Washington. Cannot wait to see that candle. Stay tuned for that. We'll be waxing lyrical about that later. Nikki Hurton says, lovely, my day off today. Carol Burns in, big winner Burn, says, I wish I had this right now so I could do some of these. It is wonderful. Rachel says, yes, Ben, we can tell that you're not watching Bridgerton. Are you talking about that? That's the walk, isn't it? And for those of you who are in, here we go, here's the register. Angela Park, first time today. Sonal was in earlier. Julie says, amazing collection. Gail was in earlier. Ceiley's in for the first time today. Hello. Kathy Green, Mechanicsburg, whoop, 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 whoop. She says, here all day. Janice was in earlier. Janice Watson. Liz R was in earlier. Sue Greenall, here earlier. Kathy Sue, here earlier. Marshall says, I've been here. I didn't want to miss a bit of the Age of Elegance and Sara's creativity.
Yes.
And Renetta says, I've been here all day and I love this. I can't wait to get it home. And Karen Fisher joins us saying, hello, Sara and Ben. Hello, Karen Fisher. She says, this is the most stunning collection ever done. I absolutely love it. So,
big words.
Is big words indeed. Now, Vicky Lebovitz says, this is my first time watching today. What, first time ever? The first time ever or first time watching today? Please clarify. Because if it's first time ever, we need to make a big fuss about that. But you say, is there anything in the collection that is not part of the HSN collection? Funny you should say that. Vicky, I'm loving the fact that you're following the flow of the show, leading me very nicely onto my next segment, where you are going to get the HSN collection. It's basically called this, right? The Age of Elegance 8-piece selection. That's what you're looking for on the web. These are the bits that you didn't have. So Sara's just shown you the boards for all of these, but it's these items here that you're going to get, that you need to get if you shopped on HSN. So you get this one here. So your feather pen and inkwell, stamp and die set. You also get your sentiments in there. That one is called called the Love Conquers All 7 Fabulous Stamp Sentiments, also included. You get that exquisite frame. The one from which Sara made that beautiful card a little bit earlier on. The frame dies, and then you've got your florals in there too. Then you've got your Manor House, that beautiful creator card die that I know lots of you have got your eyes on. That one's included in this bundle. The bookmark, that also comes to you as well, that 2-piece die set. And then you've also got the stunning parasol, that pretty parasol is the other one. Also in there, you're going to get your 6x6 paper pad, which didn't feature on HSN, which we flicked through, Sara. And you are also going to get your pens, your tricolour aqua markers, there in that bundle too. So if you want to complete the bundle, as it were, if you shopped on HSN, this is the one that you go for. £56, $76 platinum price. And then, of course, if you want to add in a few more extra papers, more of that linen cardstock, you can go and do that as well. And like we said, if you haven't seen any of it before and you can't stretch to the bigger bundles, make your own bundle. But what I would say is go for the consumables. The paper pads are usually the first things to go. So get as many of those as you can. Then maybe pop in a few die and stamp sets to keep you going. Right, let us get going with Sara. Are we doing a demo first and then sort of leaving the candle till a little bit later on, Sara? What are we thinking?
I'm going to crack on. I'm going to get my first demo done so that I can fit the candle in this first hour.
Okay.
That's the plan. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Right, I am starting with the Lost in a Book.
Okay.
Right, so the Lost in a Book, can you see, we're going to cut the outside, we're going to build the book up in different layers. So here are all of the different layers of said beautiful book, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to cut this out for me. Now, watch top tip here, Ben, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm going to use this to hold this in place, and I'm going to pop that, use my scissors to trim you because that is an adequate size, right? So you can go there. And then this next one will go with the gold. So I'm going to pop that down, pop the gold on, top layer comes down, and that should go and die cut beautifully, right? So there's my outer layer. So there's the first couple of outer layers. And then I'm going to do my inner layer on this one here. And I also, actually, I mean, if you wanted, if you were using fancy card, which we're not really, it's just white, but what I could do is I could go and cut that out the middle of there now.
Okay.
Let me show everybody that because that's quite clever in how you do that. And then let me lift that out, pop them bits out. So if I wanted to do that, I could take this, let's have a little look. I'm going to do that there, and I'm going to cut you out, and then I'm going to put this, and I'm going to cut you out of a little bit of lilac.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, you're tight, crikey. Right, I've cut you tight. So,
frugal.
And then that comes, frugal, Sara, just call me that, right? And let's hope I haven't knocked any of these on the way through.
Oh, she's risking it for a biscuit.
I am risking it for a biscuit. All that to save like another 10 seconds on a little bit of tape. I've never been the most patient person.
In Sara we trust. You'd have done it. Look at that.
I think I've got away with
You
it.
have.
I think I got away with that.
Boom.
Yes, right. So.
Yes, Queen.
There's all my time. It's not like when the others are in and they're all a little bit more, you know, organised and productive and whatnot. No. Doesn't like to waste anything, right? Actually, I wanted to show people how you would do that. It was the more important bit, right? See, so when that goes on there, nobody will ever know that that's got a bit, it's called gutting your cardstock, right? So watch what I'm going to do. I've got a bit of pale fig here, right? Okay. And I was showing everybody inking techniques earlier.
Yeah.
So what you do, take off the excess, right? Add on your little bit of ink and move your die to it, right? So instead of taking the ink around here, what you do is you keep the ink up in the top right corner and we take the die to the ink, right?
Okay.
And patience is a virtue. So you can see when I started rushing there, all that happened was I got a bit of a splodge. That's not the end of the world.
No,
but you want to get better and better at this as you go on.
Yeah.
You're going to build up little bits of colour, adding bits of colour gradually. All right, so we're just going to build up that colour gradually, adding them around, and then that gives you that little bit of an edge. Now, when you've got a detailed die like this, right, and we want to stick it on, what we're going to do is we're going to pop that on there, and you can either stick it flat and use your dotty dies, as it was, dotty pen, right?
Yeah.
Or we can raise it up with foam pads. Now, what the beauty of the dotty one is we can go right over the edge of where all that detail is, and it's going to put me plenty of tape on. So that now when I pop that down in here, I don't have any excess glue where I don't want it showing. That is absolutely perfect.
Perfect, yeah.
Right? Now I've got the other level, so I've got this one, and I've got my purple. Now I can use the purple, or what I did before, I quite like this, I used a little bit of grey earlier, right? So because it's purple, using purple on purple, you're not going to really notice it. However, using a little bit of grey on the purple will give it a little bit of a, just an edging like that, right? And I do think it may, I'll show you the regular one, and I'll show you the inked one, so that you can compare the two. And hopefully you'll see why it's totally worth it, right? So there we go. So there's a little bit of ink around there. So there's the flat one, right? So here is flat purple,
Yeah.
right? Nice, right? Here is edgy purple.
Yeah.
Does make the difference, doesn't it? Makes it look more authentic, more
Yeah,
like a
it does.
page. And then what I'm going to do is on this one here, right? I'm going to just take my embossing board and I'm going to score it down the middle. So I'm going to make it look like the pages of a book. So we do that by scoring it down the middle. I'm then going to go and stamp it. So we've got all these different stamps. We've got Love Conquers All, The Beginning Is Always Today. I like the Jane Austen quote.
Oh, yes.
My heart is and always will be yours. So all we're going to do is, where have I put my stamping platform? Here it is, right? So we're onto here. A good top tip is always pop your this underneath, yep. And what I'm going to do, don't use this ink, use your finesse. So the finesse ink pads give you a lovely finish, right? So we've got the brown, got the flagstone, got the noir black, got the pebble. I think, I actually think the flagstone might be nice for this, right? So I'm going to take a little bit of
Birdie's
grey.
just told me as well, that deal that we had for the 8x8 stamping platform and magnetic base.
The magnetic one, yeah.
Still on the Club Inspire members deal with
Yes.
double points on the website. Worth snapping that up,
Fabulous.
isn't it, Sarah? What a great piece of kit that is.
Oh, what a difference it'll make.
Yeah, it
Do you know,
will.
It was a lovely show we had yesterday.
It was fun yesterday, wasn't it?
Look at that. My heart is and always will be yours. And then I'm going to take this purple and I'm just going to edge it with the purple again. Oh, nice.
What is that? The pale
Pale fig.
fig?
Bit of pale fig on there. But I'm doing it over where I've still got a little bit of that grey on the glass mat. And actually it's given me quite a nice finish. Now, I did show people this earlier, but for those that weren't watching earlier, watch what we do, right? We've got this. And all you do is on the corner of your table, right?
Oh, yes.
You're going to take this and you're going to shape it with the edge of your hand like that, right? And I'm going to do the same with my purple one here. I'm going to shape this around the edge of my hand and I'm going to just take that there and we're just doing the score bit.
Can you just tell Amanda as well, obviously it's pale fig, what type of ink pad was that?
Oh, it was a Harmony Water Reactive.
Water reactive, okay.
So your water reactive is, yes, perfect for this.
Cool.
So look at this there. That's going to go in there. And then my heart is and always will be yours, just goes on there, right? So all you're going to do is you're going to pop glue in the middle, right? And we're going to foam pad it up in the centre so that these raise up, okay? So you're going to put foam pads in the centre.
That's funny. You know, you talking about being quite frugal with your cardstock. Anne just says, just remember when you do go to glue the layers together and there's a hole in the bottom layer. I did a card the other day and I spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out why I was getting glue all over my glass mat.
Oh, bless you.
Easily done, Anne. Easily done.
It is easily done, Anne. I've done it myself many times. Right, so there we go. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to put these and I'm going to put the foam pads in the middle, so that we end up again by sticking it flat down in the centre.
Yeah.
Foam pads in the middle, and that gives you can see it from the front, how it's got that little bit of lovely shaping on there as well. And I've just cut out from the 6x6 pad my little Jane Austen characters.
Oh.
So you can just have a foam pad right up the middle.
There's
there,
so much snippability within those 6x6 pads, isn't there?
Snippability. There's the word, Moseby.
Yeah.
That is the shout there.
Snippability.
Right. So she's going on there. Right, then we just need a nice card to put that on. Now that we've made that lovely book, right?
Stunning.
And all I'm going to do, nice and simple, right?
Yeah.
I've taken what's called a fold back. So you fold your card in half, and the front bit folds back on itself. It's just a 5x7 folded back on itself. Now I'm going to use the I've used the B-track.
Oh, why not?
It would be too much. It would just be too much if you use the A-track. You're going to argue, the papers are going to argue with that lovely book, right? So I'm using just the B-track for a little bit of simplicity. And then look at this, I've done all that lovely matting and layering. So you've got the purple onto the gold, onto the base, and that just looks absolutely stunning. Just take out the excess glue. And can you see, I've done these 2 bits. Now this is a slightly different way. It's like an easel card, but it's not an easel card, right? So it's an easel in a slightly different way. You'll see what I mean in just a second, right? So I'm going to pop this on here, that one there. Notice what I'm doing, I'm manoeuvring it into place like this so that we've got glue all over the back. And then I'm going to do the same, oopsies, same on here, manoeuvre it into place so that we've got glue all over. Just taking the excess glue off my fingers there. Always about having the right glue for the job, isn't it? All right, so there we go. Now, I'm going to stand it up like this. So the whole card is going to stand up like that. Just going to make sure these bits are stuck down. What you need is a stopper.
Yes.
So I've got my stopper here, and your stopper obviously needs, I mean, these, can I just say, these extra large foam pads are like life-changing.
On the show as well.
Are they?
Yes.
Tell you what, he's so organised, our presentation.
I'm always organised.
So organised.
Yeah,
right,
details coming up on the screen for you.
Pop this around about there. That's the one. That's the one I went and pinched it from. Right, that is going to go there. So all we're going to do, oh, actually, I've got a nice Love Conquers All. It's going to go at the front here. Yeah, right. So love does indeed conquer all. That's going to stand that up there. So I'm going to stick this into the middle, and I'm going to stick it with my tape. Plenty of tape on here so that we get a really nice stick. And I'm going to go and stick that. So notice I only put tape at the top.
Yeah.
So that, you see, comes and stands up like that. And then all you're going to do is you're going to take some of your nice little pearls that we've got, and we're going to add the pearls onto the end. And I just think that is going to look 1, 2, and then little diddy one on there, 3. If you wanted to do, you could do them from both sides, but I've actually done one. And then I'm going to just put that nice little rose on the edge of there. That's just been stamped and coloured. I just think it looks really pretty, doesn't it?
Does nice. Look amazing. Elegance is what you've got there. Look at that.
Fabulous. That is how you do that book die and make it look thebomb.com.
Absolutely brilliant. That's, well, 4 projects you've got now, isn't it, across the 2 shows, and you guys have absolutely loved that. Laurie says, love this collection. It does look so elegant and posh without being over the top. A bit like me, really, you know, elegant, posh without being too over the top.
Oh.
Laurie says, I cannot wait to make this card. So pretty. And Crafting Queen says, poor Jake dropped the candle after doing Sara that massive favour of getting it. The good news, we're all crafters, so you can just hide the bash bottom with handy cardboard or cigarette paper, Steve. Yeah, there's always ways and means, but at least we've got the candle, and that's what we're going to be looking at shortly. And Trish Estelle says, so glad I waited to order my collection from Crafter's Companion. I've also ordered the bonus of the papers too. That's the way to go, isn't it? Is to get your showstopper. That's what everyone is doing. We are almost half the stock of the showstopper gone. You get everything in the showstopper for this price here, and then you choose which of those bonus buys you want to go for. As I said, I think 99.9% of you will get those extra paper pads. So you add in the paper pad bonus buy bundle, extra 12x12 pad, an extra 6x6 pad, and of course you get an extra block of our linen cardstock included in there too, but for half the price. I think we worked out about £14 if you're platinum. Incredible value. Amanda says, thank you for letting me know about the ink pad. I've just popped onto the website and bought it. We are going to have a short break. Keep the requests and comments and questions coming through. Anything that you want to see Sara do over the course of the next hour and 20 minutes, we want to hear from you, because this is your masterclass. Your suggestions and questions is what we're after, but we've had so many people asking about that demo with the candle. That is coming your way after this short break. We'll see you in a moment.
Come in, check my emails, then lay this yours out. in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive market and suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend up in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee. Flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
There we go, Debbie. The Barnsley Bombshell, she's back tomorrow actually, is our Debbie. She's here for the official launch show of Flamazing Flamingos. 2 shows tomorrow. That one's coming your way at 12 till 2, and then 3 till 5 tomorrow are your 2 shows. So note those ones down, 12 till 2, 3 till 5 are your shows. All the details are there for you on the Facebook page. You can see the weekly schedule ahead of time. Busy, busy week coming up. Another launch tomorrow. Double cartload on Thursday, and then Friday we've got another launch for you as well. And of course, Sara's back in tomorrow with us for 1 show, and then you've got me and Debbie for the rest of the week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. OMG, Sara says, Cheryl, you make me want to get the showstopper. I love that last card. My
Do
Fibroid
it.
Disney Journey
It's going to
says,
get better and better.
that last easel card is lush. I've never seen one done that way before, I don't think. And Shazza Maynard. Shazza says, I've just put in my NTA votes. Sara Davies and the Ultimate Wedding Planner. Good luck, Sara, says Shazza.
Yes.
And we're going to go on to this candle demo now. We've got all the bits and pieces lined up. Question from Susan about this, actually, who says, hi, again. I just wondered if you can use a battery-operated candle to do this instead of a wax one.
A battery. Yeah, as long as it's wax.
Wax, yeah. The majority of those are, aren't they?
The wax ones are even better because, sorry, the flameless ones,
Yeah.
the ones that don't work, fake candles, basically.
Yeah.
Even better. As long as it's wax, this is going to work.
Okay, so have you all got your candles at the ready? And are you ready to do this? Have you got your toilet paper ready? And your, what else did you have? Parchment?
Parchment, that's what you need, right?
Okay.
So if you missed the beginning of the show, guys, right? As I am Little Miss Amenable, happy to do whatever you need, right? Somebody was like, oh, can you show us how you do that candle, Sarah? I mean, that is impressive, isn't it?
That is
right?
really impressive.
So I'm going to show you how to do that candle.
Okay.
Right? My heart is and always will be yours.
Oh.
Right? So we are going to try. Now, bear in mind, I haven't pre-planned this, so
Okay.
we're just winging it a little bit.
Okay.
So it might not look exactly like that, right? But you're going to learn the technique. Just the process, right?
Okay.
So, you need some toilet paper, right? So you're going to take a little bit of your loo roll, right? And what we're going to do is, I'm going to stamp onto the loo roll. So I think I'll use the black, right, instead of the grey. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp that lovely couple, and I'm just going to take her and stamp her on here, all right? So there we go. Pop her down here. So there's the first couple, right? And then I noticed, as well as the couple, it's stamped nicely, that hasn't it? There was also quite a little bit of the rose. So I'm going to take that rose, and we're just going to stamp a few of the roses all the way around. Talk amongst yourselves.
Rachel's saying plain tissue paper, if you have that, I'm guessing you could use.
Oh, if you've got plain tissue paper, brilliant. Guys,
Yeah.
I was improvising with what we had in the office. And I looked in the ladies' loo and we had a bit of toilet paper. So, yeah, so you've got the toilet paper.
Just waiting for a shout from the ladies' toilet in a minute. You wait.
Where's the loo roll?
There's no loo roll in here.
I heard Sarah pinched it. Yeah. So, right, so...
Even if you're not putting on this candle, what a lovely way for you to be able to decorate your plain and boring toilet paper.
Nice.
Just get a roll, stamp it all up, and then roll it back on and stick it in the bathroom.
Nice. Do you
Why
know,
not?
it would be very fancy loo roll, wouldn't it?
It would be fancy loo roll. Just buy some really cheap loo roll, stamp it all up, and then go and sell it. £5 a roll for Age of Elegance toilet roll.
Right, let's have a little look. So that's going to go... That's going to go around there. Nice,
yes.
Yep. So there's my, there's that. And then I'm also going to stamp, because I am copying this one exactly, taking inspiration from that lovely Jane Austen, my heart is and always will be yours.
That's your favourite sentiment, that one, isn't it?
It is my favourite sentiment. I've used it loads in this show. So I'm going to stamp that up as well. And
You're probably going to come on to talk about this, but I'll ask the question now anyway. So once we've done this, is the candle still burnable?
Yes,
it is.
burnable. It is indeed, yes.
Okay.
So, although I've never actually burned one that I've made.
No.
I've made quite a few of these over the time.
They're
I do
too
love
pretty
them,
to burn
right?
now, aren't they?
It is a bit too pretty to burn. Now, if you want to colour it, so on this one, they'd coloured just a few little bits of the cravats and then the roses. We'll be here all day if I do a lot of colouring, but I thought I'd colour a little bit of the cravat. Now, do it with pencil, not with pen, right? So look, I'm just going into the cravat, and notice I didn't separate the multiple layers of the rose.
Okay.
Right? Let's have a little
And does
look
it matter what type of pencil you use in there?
No, aqua blend, water blend,
Okay.
colour blend. Do you know what? This is the aqua blend.
Right.
Colour blend probably be a little bit more intensive in its colour. So that would work equally as well. But I'm being very, very gentle, which is not something that's generally within my gift to be, if I'm being totally honest. So just try and be quite
Very
gentle
light
about
touch,
that.
isn't it?
Light touch is the word, yes. So light touch on this. but I am also trying to rush.
Well, there you go. And there was me joking just whilst we're watching Sara. Rebecca Dancer says, Ben, decorated toilet rolls sell very well at craft fairs at Christmas. There you go, everybody. You're welcome. There you go. Take your Christmas stamp out your loo rolls, because everybody wants Father Christmas and Rudolph on their toilet roll, don't they?
There you go. Well,
you
now
could
know
give the
what to
loo roll
do.
as a gift, says Margaret. I know. Let's not worry about this candle demo anymore. Let's just stamp out a loo roll.
Do you know, it was easy enough to do though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't know about, I'm going to be really honest, this is difficult colouring it, right?
Yeah. You'd
But
be
if
there a while, wouldn't
If you weren't
you?
Russian like me, it probably wouldn't be that difficult, right? But I'm going to give you enough to give you the idea, right?
I had no intention of getting this, says Fiona Fletcher. As I've got all the launches, but watching all the demos, how can I not get it? I've been here all day, mesmerised by the beauty of it all, says Fiona. That's the only problem, you see. If you tune in and you think, oh, I'm not going to get anything today, I'd say 9 times out of 10 you'll still walk away with something, especially when it's something like this. Look at that.
Yeah. So look at this, I'm going to take out the excess loo roll that we don't need. There's my design, right? Then, my heart is and always will be yours. I just need that cutting round around there. Even better, by the way, if you're doing it on tissue paper, instead of cutting it, tear it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right, tearing it's better. And then you just need to split, because it's obviously 2-ply, because, you know, we only have the best toilet paper here at Crafters Companion headquarters. You're going to take the back layer off,
Right.
because we want this as thin as possible. We also happen to have little doggies embossed on this tissue paper, which wasn't the most convenient thing in the
Little
world.
what?
Little,
doggies.
Little puppies.
Ah.
So I am being very careful to remove the back layer, and I have stamped onto the bit that didn't have little doggies on. Right. So if you've got the cheaper tissue, even better. Right.
Okay.
And I probably, if I'd tried a little bit harder, could have got away without going over top of the perforation. However, it doesn't matter. Right, it's all rubbish now. So, are we ready to attach this now to the thing? Oh, do you know
think
what I
so.
fancy doing? Although I'm going to do it as a practice just in case, because it's really not a good idea.
What are you doing? Oh.
I wanted to do a bit of gold. Can you see it'll separate a tiny little bit? But I might put some. Where can I put a bit of gold on the roses? Right, on the roses here. On his cravat could be a little bit of gold. I'm just tapping it on ever so gently. A little bit more there. Where else could I? Maybe it's in a hair. Right, you could have like a nice little fancy thing in a hair, because I want you to see even the gold will transfer. Right, that's enough, Sarah. Move away now.
Step away from the toilet roll.
Sometimes I just need telling. Right, okay. Where is my paper? Right. So what you need is, you need a little bit of paper, which is the same height as the candle, right? And what you do is we take this, you position this where you want it on here, right? Then you wrap it in the tissue paper.
Okay.
And once you get to this point here, you're going to hold it nice and tight. That's
Right.
the trick, is nice and bunch all that up together,
Yeah.
right? So can you see? So we've kept the shape. So I'm coming along, getting my heat gun.
Okay.
Now, this is going to be nice on the, probably on that overhead. Might want to try the close-up a little bit, because what we're doing is just melting the surface of the wax. And you will actually
so it
see
grabs it.
the point at which the wax melts and the tissue goes inside of it. Because whereas at the moment we can see the edge of the tissue. So can you see the edge of the tissue there now? The tissue will look like it disappears. So as soon
Oh,
as
you can see that happening.
Yeah, can you see that happening?
Left-hand side of the screen, yes. Bottom of the stem.
So you're just melting the tissue into the top level of the wax.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And because the candle was white and the tissue was white, you won't see that, but the actual design will melt. Now, can you see I'm getting a bit of wax puddling up here? So don't overdo it, Sarah. But you can melt. Oh, I can see that coming in lovely. Right? Oh, yeah. Now, I'm just going to give this a bit of a rub, right? A bit of a rub. Move on to the next little bit here.
Okay.
So you can see the couple. Right, let's watch the couple up close. Melting into the candle.
Melting in each other's arms.
Melting into each other's hands. Do you know, I did these for my friend's wedding.
Yeah.
And I printed a picture of her and her husband onto the candles. And so what I did was I got some very thin tissue paper. I used stick and spray to stick the tissue paper to a sheet of copier paper. I then put that through the printer, printed the design on with the printer, right? And then I then did this transfer technique using a photograph. So you can even do it with a photograph.
Just reiterate again, Carol says, is it wax paper or parchment paper?
It doesn't matter, either works. Either works, but you do need to keep it tight.
Yeah.
Because you need to keep this shape. So can you see that it's losing its shape around the edge here? As long as the wax paper is tight, or the greaseproof paper, or whatever it is tight against the candle, it will keep the shape of the candle, no problem.
Okay.
And we're just melting all the surface of the wax, melt that in. And your heat gun is ideal for this, being totally honest. It is the best tool for the job.
Genuinely never seen anything quite like this, I don't think, before. Seen people like stencil onto the candles with like glitter paste and whatnot, but nothing quite like this.
Have you never seen this?
No, I haven't.
Before?
No.
Let me just check. So now I'm going to look and make sure. Right, so can you see? Actually, that's a brilliant thing for you to see. You can see we're melted here, you can't see it, yeah? But here, you can still see the tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. We're just going to go back in. I'm going to melt that last
So
little
clever.
bit.
Laurie says this is absolutely brilliant and so pretty. I'm going to have to try this. Who's trying it? Let us know in the comments who's going to be doing this with their collection. We want to know, please. Janelle just said, years ago, I had a friend who wrote me a letter on toilet paper, along with some drawings that she'd coloured on it. I still have it. Nothing like being TP'd through the mail. And Tony Roosh says, I've just tuned in and I thought that was a tattoo. Someone's arm. It's, I mean, this is so clever.
I mean, that there, you cannot see it at all. Doesn't it look like it's been printed on the candle?
Yeah, it does.
That, tiny little bit in there, it's just melting. Oh, and then I think that tiny little bit just around the corner there. Just going to last little bit. And you see then the last one, once we've done that, remember we had the, although where on earth have I put it? The sentiment.
Oh, yes. That.
I mean, I did stamp it somewhere. Did it get blown away? Oh, look, you saw the technique. You saw how I stuck it on, didn't you? I don't know where I've put it, Ben. Yeah. So let's have a little look. Do a little bit, right? You should really never do that without it being in. Oh, goodness knows where I've blown it to. Oh, do you know I'm chuffed to bits with that?
It's amazing.
You see?
So good. Absolutely brilliant, that. New favourite demo of the day.
Is it?
Yes. So I've never seen anything quite like that before. Really fantastic, that. Might be demo of the week.
I mean, I can just go home now, can't I?
I think you should. Tell you what, thanks everybody for watching. That was the Age of Elegance Masterclass. We can't get any better than that. Thanks very much. Good night. No, we're not going to, obviously. That's so brilliant. Is that coming over here?
Yes.
Okay. Rachel thinks you might have thrown that away. Stephanie's just asking, does the ink and coloured side go down against the candle?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, no?
Spin around. There we go. I'm covered in bits of...
Look at this! This is so cool!
I am such a cool crafter.
You are a cool
You are
crafter.
so lucky to have been, in my company today, Benjamin.
I know.
Learning such an amazing technique.
It is a brilliant technique.
If only I were Jake, hadn't dropped the candle.
If only Jake hadn't dropped the candle. But do you know what?
But, you went and got me one, so I'm not complaining.
Exactly right, exactly right. Vanessa Fuentes is just saying, is the heat gun on high or low when you use it?
I had it on high, but just because I'm very impatient, low would have been a better option.
Okay. I can't wait to try the technique, says Charlotte Matthews. That is impressive. And Pat says, I've never seen this technique before. I definitely will be looking back on this show. With grandkids getting married soon, I think I may have to start doing some of these. Did Sara say she put her girlfriend's picture on a candle like this?
I did. It was my friend and her husband when they were getting married. I printed. So what I did was tissue paper. Tissue paper is better than toilet roll. I just had to make do with whatever I had here, right? I ironed the tissue paper nice and straight. I cut it to the size of a sheet of paper that would fit in the printer. It's obviously too fine to go through the printer, so I sprayed a sheet of copier paper with sticking spray, so repositionable adhesive. Slightly tapped that on really gently, sent it through the printer so that it printed, took it out, tore around the edges, under the candle, melted it in. Beautiful.
Crafty Stacey Lou says, mic drop, stage exit right. Boom.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a mic drop moment, wasn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I'm here, aren't I? Like day in, day out, and I see a lot of projects. I see a lot of crafting, you know. So it takes a lot to impress this guy, but you know what? Gonna get a Moseby fist bump. Yeah. It's like a Paul Hollywood handshake, but not quite as good.
Boom.
Come on, that was fantastic.
It was a mic drop exit stage left thing that got it for me.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. No more can I say about that. Shall I just quickly show you, because I know a few people have been asking about the HSN bundle. So it's called the Age of Elegance 8-piece selection. So this is for those of you that bought the collection on HSN. You didn't get these goodies, all right? So this is why you need to go for this bundle. I mean, you might want to add in more paper pads, actually, as well. But it's this bundle that you go for to get the bits and pieces that weren't on HSN, like the amazing 6x6 paper pad. Scene upon scene of beautiful papers, and of course on this gorgeous pearlescent paper. It's absolutely stunning, and you've got all of these beautiful Regency houses here. You've got the ladies taking tea, you've got the lovers walking through the garden, and again, so much snippability. I mean, love that. Look at the couples there walking through the garden towards the fountain. You've got the lady there in the drawing room, up here on the table, writing her letter with her feather and inkwell. Beautiful manor house again. The scenery is absolutely gorgeous. There's the lady, look, taking her horse for a ride. The two ladies there having their tea. And then, of course, we'll just flip around and show you the reverse. You've got all of these stunning patterns of that time, of that sort of period. You know, the kind of things that you might have expected to see decorated on the walls in one of these manor houses or country houses. We've really absolutely got this collection spot on to the letter, to the T, and that is the first item that you're going to get within this bundle. 24 double-sided sheets. On top of that, don't forget, you're also going to get your tricolour aqua pens. 3 pens, but 9 colours. Regency brings you your sunset, orchid and magenta. The Grace is your aquamarine, meadow and sunflower. And then Elegance is peach, spice and desert. You're also going to get all of these. So the inkwell with the feather, that comes to you in stamp and die form. The parasol, which I know you've seen on quite a few projects, and Sara did a really lovely project with earlier on launch day. That die is also within the collection. Then you've got your ornate bookmark. Again, a lot of you have been commenting about that and saying how beautiful that set is. That's included within the bundle 2-piece set. The creator card, that manor house. I mean, again, how stunning is that? It's like Johnny was saying earlier on, actually, would look really nice, wouldn't it? As like a little house maybe for a Christmas project. You could definitely Christmas that up, but really lovely in the fact that you've got the detail inner die and then the outer die there too. This has been super popular, and again, Sara's, of course, used this on the project that's a little bit earlier on, that exquisite frame just here, obviously done here on that card in portrait, but it looks just as good when you're using it landscape. But you've got all the dies there to be able to create the frame, create the aperture, and then we've given you kind of like little bonus dies, really, isn't it, to create the floral element, and then all of those foliage elements there too. And then, of course, finishing off this collection with the Love Conquers All. So your 7 stamps there to give you those fantastic sentiments, things like Love Conquers All, the beginning is always today. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. You've got Take Time for You, sending you love, and my heart is and always. My heart is and always.
That's my favourite.
Yes, will be yours. Jane Austen and Sara's absolute fave. That is the 8-piece Age of Elegance collection, otherwise known as the bundle you need to go for if you shopped on HSN. It's all those bits that you don't have. £56 or $76 is the price on that one. So £56 or $76. And of course, you've got all of those other goodies for you as well on the website. More paper pads, more of the embellishments. And whilst you're on the website, do make sure you check out all the deals when it comes to, I'm over here, surprise, when it comes to the back in stock section. Welcome everybody, if you've just joined us, how are you doing? We are having a great day here at Crafters TV. It's our launch day with the Age of Elegance collection. You guys have absolutely loved it, and if you have just tuned in live at 5, well, let me just tell you, we went early today, so you've got one more hour with us. I encourage you greatly to go back and watch the last hour, because if you have just tuned in, you've missed...
Candlegate.
Well, it was Candlegate. I was going to say the demo of the day, demo of the week. I think it's one of the best demos I've seen in ages. Because it's something
Get that girl a star.
Get her a star. Because it's something I've not seen in absolutely ever. Never seen it before. So I really enjoyed that. So please do go back and watch it. No doubt this show will be repeated on CTV 24/7 over the course of the evening, but definitely worth going back for. Listen though, this collection is big, it is huge, it is elegant, it is gorgeous, it is romantic, it is set in that sort of Regency era. And as we said, if you love Jane Austen's, if you love the Pride and Prejudices, if you're big into your Bridgerton, which we know is now back on again, this collection is going to be right up your alley, and I think it's brilliantly priced. It's a big collection when you take into account all of the papers, all of the cardstock, all of the embellishments that you're going to be getting and the craftability. It's £144 is the platinum price for the showstopper. $192 if you are platinum and you're shopping in the US, and don't forget that's your free shipping. But also, if you do go for the whole hog, make sure you unlock that bonus buy. You can get more of the papers as a bonus buy bundle. You can get more of the embellishments as a bonus buy bundle. But then on the other end of the scale, if you like, if you haven't got the budget to go for it all, then you can still pick and choose. Everything is still available for you individually. I would say go slightly quicker if you want that 6x6 paper pad, because that's been selling very, very quickly on its own. That needs to go into your basket. And as we touched on at the back end of that last hour there, if you did shop on HSN for this collection, you need to go for the Age of Elegance 8-piece selection, which will bundle together all the bits and pieces that you didn't get on HSN. Thank you for all the lovely comments that have been coming through. Pat says, thank you for the information on the picture for the candle. Crafty Stacey Lou says, this is why I love Crafter's Companion. No other brand comes close. Like that. Nobody does it better.
I love your singing. Oh, can I just say, we had a meeting about birthday week earlier.
Yeah.
And they asked if Ben would be doing a song again.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the theme is?
Oh, I know what it is, I think. You know, you can't say, can you? Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah.
How do you know that? We had the meeting at 10 o'clock this morning. Have they already told you?
I don't know. I heard. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I know. So I know. Chibs might have mentioned.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're not telling them.
Chibs might have mentioned something a while back.
No, that's separate.
Oh, what was it?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's the theme, the event.
Oh. That.
Mic drop, get on the bus. Oh, what was it?
Mic drop.
Oh, exit stage left. Not on the bus.
Stage left, yeah. Get on the bus. No, because when I heard about that, it was right up my street, because I thought, my goodness me, there's a cracking song within that whole sort of thing. No, we're not going to be doing that, Jamie. We're going to be going more down there. I can't say too much because I'll give it away. But no, very excited. Absolutely will write a song if that's what you want.
Yes.
Everyone's going.
Yes, the people spoke.
The people have spoken.
Victorian marketing.
Was it?
Specifically said.
Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, it ain't birthday without a new song, is it? You know.
Exactamundo. And I'll appear in the video.
Yes. Okay. Maybe we get you singing.
No.
Oh.
No.
But dancing.
My dead body.
Maybe dancing. Yeah.
Dancing, I am up for.
Dancing like you were doing earlier on at the start of the last hour, like the ladies coming. What were you doing earlier on?
No, I wasn't dancing. I was doing the ladies one with the gloves. You know, and they're walking along. I wasn't doing this. That's what you were doing.
No, a bit more thrill of that, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, tell me. You said we can't tell you.
No,
we can't.
Can't tell you. Can't tell you. I'd have to kill you.
Yeah. Bit drastic, but we can't tell you. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this collection. Where are we stock-wise, Johnny, with the showstopper? Over half the stock gone, I think, now, isn't it? Yeah, 50% of the stock has gone. Shall we have a little bit of a look through some of the bits and pieces with Sara? Because I feel like if you have just joined us, you've missed out today, Sara. People need to go back and watch what you've done in the last 3 hours, don't they?
I'm not going to lie, it's been a good 3 hours and 4 minutes. You've really missed out. You need to go back and watch it, right? However, I can take credit for the fabulous demonstrations. What I can't take credit for is this.
No.
It's Leanne's team. They pulled an absolute back. We've got some good people in that team, let's just say. We've got some really, really good people, okay? But what they've done is they've told a story on every page, right? So it's this beautiful pearl finish where you've got like different areas of interest. Oh, I mean, look at this, lovely. Beautiful bits that you could die cut, you could decoupage this, you could take just this, make a wonderful front to your card. Boxes, you could be using like a point of interest on the different boxes here. This would make a fabulous long, thin card, or maybe there's a said fold would be perfect with that on the different elements on here, right? But every one of these, you're going to use different components from each of the pages. I think it's the paper pad that absolutely takes this up another notch, right? Now, there's this paper pad, and you can see I actually cut some of these out to use on some of my, use on one of my little embellishments. She could be a nice standing piece just on the centre of the card. No, don't you go there. I'm not.
I was doing that before, wasn't it?
Oh, do my nut, right? Well, did I get to look at these in detail? Do love them. I think I might have gone past that one. Yeah, and I was onto this. Oh,
hello.
yeah. I'm not getting cross with the paper pad at all. Do you know what we should do? We should go on the overhead camera.
Yeah,
Let's
it might be
go on the
easier.
overhead camera, and then I can't go wrong with it, right? So this, I swear, is Mr. Darcy. I swear it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Could
Yeah.
cut them out. What did you call it? Snippability.
Snippability, yeah.
Ultimate snippability, Ben said. I like that. This, I've seen someone snip into this and use this on a project. Looked fabulous. You've got there the little tea party going on. Lovely daisies in the background with that. The depth in the colours. This here, I love. Someone's done one of these cards and used that in there. I mean, that. Just stunning. And all it is that bit of the paper cut, put out in the background. We have knocked that little bit off. Like, I think that might have been when I took it to HSN. That'll teach us. And then just use the other papers around. So these are the other bits from around there. That looks really lovely. Let's have a little. That's just Sense and Sensibility.
Yeah.
The little bookshelf in there. The afternoon tea going on. So it's that era, that ilk. But also just like summer picnics. Doesn't have to be ladies out lunching.
That's very true, actually.
You know, it could just be a nice summertime, very uplifting, very fun pie. Just you wait till we've got the craft along scheduled. Oh, my life. The stuff we could do with this, I just think is absolutely off the
Wonder
chart.
who's got that.
Oh, off the
Let's have a
chart.
look. Yeah.
Look, and the sheen on them is fabulous, okay? Now, here's the thing. You've got the 12 by 12, right? The 6 by 6 is a different pad completely, right? So you couldn't take this and shape it down to a 6 by 6, it just wouldn't work. So if you look what we've done on the 6 by 6s, if I go to one of the sheets, right? Actually, that's one where we have taken it. And can you see? We haven't just taken it down because it wouldn't work. We've taken a little bit extra out. So this is the whole house, but we've put the carriage in here because you couldn't fit this and this on.
Oh, I
so
see.
we just extended that out and added the carriage in to tell the whole story, right? So it's just different. That one there, you've got the whole picnic blanket. So again, if I go and show you the 12 by 12 page in that, yeah, can you see it's totally different. You've got the picnic blanket in a different place, in a different way. And this time we've used the house in the background too. So they match, but they're not exactly the same. And they really are. Oh, I just love each one of these. That I just loved because you've got, this is a focal point, this is a focal point, just different.
I love what you were doing earlier with the frame from the collection,
Did
like
you? Do you want
going
me to show
around
you
with the
that?
frame. It was like almost like you were zooming in with a magnifying glass to show the different bits you could cut
It was
out.
like focusing the mind.
Yeah.
Right, so let's have a little look. It's the parasol. Exquisite frame.
There it is.
Right?
This is such a good example of what you can
So
do.
when I took this, I said, right.
Yeah.
So that is if we just wanted to look at her. Because sometimes that can be a bit overwhelming. That is lovely, right? That, couple, different type of card altogether.
Yeah.
Right? Or let's come on to the next one. Oh, look at her. There you go. And you could either have her in the middle, or you could position her down in the corner so you can see a little bit if she's looking out the window.
Yeah.
Or she's there in the window frame, right? In the picture frame, sorry. Look, there she is, down, writing a letter to a friend. Or this one here where we've got the sideboard, or we've got the couple in the window. And as Ben said, just taking this, because that's what I did. I did a card, that way would be lovely,
I think it helps you to kind of picture it so much easier when you've got that there. There you go, look at that.
You can do that there.
Yeah.
You can bring this down, have a little friend in with it. They have lovely bonnets, don't they? I like that word.
Bonnets, yeah. Why don't we wear bonnets anymore, eh?
They have lovely bonnets.
Yeah.
Now look at that. You've got those people there. But she's lovely down here as well, with the black horse, isn't she? She's like the lady in Bridgerton.
Yes.
In a Bridgerton. She turns up on a horse, right? There she is. Turns up on a horse. There's her little sister. Nick's her husband.
Nick's husband?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Oh,
yeah.
seriously?
Nick's her husband, yeah.
Wow,
she was the betrothed and the sister had him, yeah.
Ooh.
I tell you what, it all happens in Bridgerton.
Wow.
It all happens. I love these, look at these.
Sounds like an old-fashioned version of EastEnders.
Yeah. But they're really lovely, aren't they? So that is look at this down here. That would be different again, wouldn't it?
Is that like a, what is that?
A seat.
Oh,
a
a swing.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing, right, guys? So, if you go for the showstopper is everything. You save £30, $40 on it, right? Platinum members, you get even more of, and we'll ship it to free wherever you are in the world.
Yep.
Okay? If you buy the showstopper, you become eligible to get the paper collection at half price. So this is the paper collection here. So it's already discounted to £35, $48, which is the 12x12 pad, the 6x6 pad, and this lovely collection here as well of the linen cardstock, right? Them three together should be £35, $48. You'll get them for half price, which means instead of paying £15 for this, you'll be paying $17.50 for all three. Absolute no-brainer, absolute. But it's only if you buy the showstopper, and it must be in the same order. So if you've not shopped with us before and weren't quite sure how that works, it must be in the same order. Our website's not clever enough to know that you've already ordered the showstopper and you're coming back and buying more paper. However, it is clever enough to know if you put two in, you're only allowed one of them for half price. So they always tell me, the website's not clever enough for that. I was like, well, you say this, but it's clever when it wants to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So let me go through all of the other elements of the collection.
Yes.
So you saw that lovely storybook. We loveth the storybook.
We do loveth that.
Storybook is looking beautiful, right? Look, the storybook. You've got that lovely big frame die that we're using. There she is, right? This one here I'm going to use in my next demonstration, which is, two demonstrations there, because I've remembered the one I wanted to do next, where we write in the love letters. And we've got the little envelope. It actually cuts the gap into the envelope so that you can put the love letter into the envelope. So that's already in there, right? Then we've got the kissing couple. Lovely kissing couple. You've got the little archway there, and these are where you've got the stamps and the dies to go with it. All of the elegant ladies, the ladies who lunch, as I've nicknamed them. This is the one I said I would do my next demo with, because I wanted to show you that lovely technique with the gilding, right? You've got that lovely Regency. It's like the fancy, expensive wallpaper.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
You get the lovely big fan in this set. We've got the gems. There's them lovely pearls. We've got the tassels in here. You've got the fabulous embellishments there, all them lovely embellishments and the feathers. And to top it all off, you've got the seam binding ribbon, right?
Nice.
That is everything. Now, if you went for this on HSN, you'd already have that. You wouldn't have what I'm about to show you, right? So if you go for our showstopper, it's absolutely everything in the collection. HSN didn't buy into everything. They made a selection, right? So if you go for the showstopper, it is everything. It's everything you've just seen and everything I'm about to show you, one of absolutely everything. If you shopped on HSN, that's what you'll already have. This is the extras that you need, okay? So, Benjamin's got them all laid out ready. You get an extra set of the stamps, which is the stamps I've used on every single demonstration without exception. You get that beautiful big frame, which I used in my very first demonstration to teach everybody how to do a shaped easel. It's also what we used in the candle box to create the frame and mirror in that beautiful candle window. You get the extra gorgeous die, which is the cottage. So I know there's been a lot of love for that. You've got that lovely tag in there as well. You get the parasol. You're also going to get the quill stamp and die set that goes with it. And then we do a whole set of the what do you call it?
Tricolour aquas.
Tricolour aquas, that's the word I was looking for. So you get 3 of the tricolour aquas, which is 9 pence in total. Also, the 6x6 pad didn't come at HSN, so you do get the 6x6 pad in that bundle. So if you're going for the HSN bundle, the 8-piece collection is the 8 pieces that HSN didn't stock, right? If you're going for our showstopper, it's just absolutely everything.
Yeah, and that's what most people have done today, gone for that showstopper. Sandy says, I'm so excited. I've just got my HSN order with the Age of Elegance bundle. And Anne says, someday I'd love to see some of the behind the scenes of the creative process. I mean, that would be a really fun thing to do, wouldn't it, actually? You know, a little bit of extra content, just like maybe chatting to, if they would, I don't know whether or not they would, you know, chat to us about, you know, how it all works behind the scenes.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And chat to some of, would you reckon the team would do that as well, like the design team and stuff?
Well, some of them are a bit shy, but Leanne's not.
Yeah.
So she'd just be like a bulldozer in a china shop. You know,
A bulldozer in a china shop.
Just realised that I've over-egged that, haven't I? Not just a bull in a china shop,
Yeah.
a bulldozer in a china
Yeah.
shop. Yeah, she'll just be straight through. She'll be walking around going, and this is shit. Yeah, shit. Tell them what you do, shit. Yeah, I think we'd love to do that.
Oh, okay. Maybe leave it with us. Leave it with us. Crafty Stacey Lou says, I can see so many different collections working with this through the Looking Glass and Vintage Diaries. That is a shout. And something else which would work with this collection. Nice segue, Ben. The My Special Papers box. Well, I mean, what? Yesterday, eh? I mean, whew, the 12 by 12 My Special Papers, you were like, oh, this is incredible. And we had box 2 of that launch very recently, didn't we? Who even knew that there was a 6 by 6 paper pad My Special Papers box? Not me, but this is everything that you loved about the 12 by 12 in 6 by 6. And you get 240 single-sided sheets, 120 different designs, so 2 of each, for £17.99 if you're platinum, $25.19. You've still got double points on this as well, because this is left over from yesterday. We worked out that if you're going for this and you're platinum, it works out at 7p per sheet, or 10 cents per sheet if you're a platinum member. And well, I can't tell you just how many people were so excited about this. Hundreds upon hundreds of those of you jumped in and bought this. Just makes it easier, doesn't it? If you're crafting those sort of smaller cards, yes, you've got 12 by 12 papers that you can chop into, but how nice now that you've got all those designs in that smaller format. And once again, this includes loads of those favourite papers of yours that you said that you loved, things like the hummingbirds in here. You've got Vintage Diary in there, Vintage Butterflies. You've also got in there papers from the Sunflower collection. There's the delightful Daisies in there too, and papers that you won't have seen before as well. There's a real beautiful mixture of gorgeous papers in here, of ones that you love and know, and then also you've got brand new ones. As I just flick through the other half of this, you'll see some beautiful poppies in here, which are part of these sort of exclusives that you've not seen. But there's your beautiful sunflowers. There you go. There's some of those stunning poppies. So those are exclusive to the My Special Papers box. We've got the, is that the dragonflies in there, I think? But more of those beautiful poppies in there too. You just need to jump in and grab this, because the value is absolutely off the chart. Feel free to order more of these as well. It's not like, you know, one per customer or anything like that. Get as many as you think you might need, and then more. I don't know what we've got like stock-wise left of these, because you decimated the stock yesterday, but I would be buying this sooner rather than later. It's just an exceptional buy, and we're still holding that double points on there for you as well. So get it today whilst you can. If you did miss out on any of the other deals, by the way, as far as the Club Inspire members event was yesterday, I do believe there are still lots of deals available for you on the website, and double bubble on those points for you too. I think lots of people have found this today who didn't watch yesterday, have jumped in and bought it. Still, I think as popular as it was yesterday, once again today, over 60% of a big stock has gone. So grab yours whilst you can. And if you maybe only bought one yesterday, thinking, oh, I wish I got more, you still can, and you can still get your double points on that too. I cannot believe we are 40 minutes away from the end of the day. So, shall we? Did you say have a break? Oh, sorry.
No, I am poised and ready to go. Can you not see, Benjamin?
Oh, sorry. What Johnny said was, we'll do another demo and then we'll have a break. I'm just used to about 20 past. I usually get ready for a... But that's fine, we'll do another demo. It's great.
Well, I mean, just have a lie on the couch if you want. Actually, don't know because they haven't got a camera set up on that, so you'll not be popular.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Go on, you can go and lie on the couch. And he says, you set your camera up on you, you can do your reading on the couch.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
It has been a long day.
Some of us have to stand up and, be crafting all day.
Well,
Not that I can call that work, mine can I not?
Wow.
Right, so I've cut a piece of this. Now, this is the lovely green cardstock from the collection.
Yeah.
Have I told you my top tip before about getting a nice deep emboss if you use a regular embossing folder? Add in the metal shim.
Yeah.
Add in the metal shim. It just gives it a wincy extra little bit of bite and makes all the difference.
Yeah.
And also, because if you were to put the embossing mat in, it would mangle your embossing mats too much. That would absorb the pressure. The metal won't absorb the pressure. It goes into the outer plate. So you get that lovely deep emboss, right? So there it is. So can you see, I've pushed it. Can you see it's started to go white a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I've pushed it beyond the cracking capacity of the paper. But that's all right. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I wanted a deeper emboss,
That's
right?
amazing.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the water reactive, the Noir Black. So I'm going to take the black onto there, take off the excess, and then just ever so gently roll it over so that what we do is we pick up the raised bits only.
I see.
So we're just picking it up over the raised bits, which is going to give me all them white raised bits as well, right? So all them white bits that were raised up, going to look fine. I'm going to do the same on there. So can you see? Yeah, so you can see the difference. Starting to make it look a little bit edgy.
Yeah.
Give it a little bit of depth to it, right? So again, just not too much. Someone said in my ear, this could be Halloween. I mean, it doesn't look very Halloween-y.
No, not with a water fountain in the background.
Edgy and dark. Saying edgy and dark's Halloween. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that, mate. Right. So, right. So there we go. So there's our little bits. And can you see? We've got embosses and debosses in here.
Yeah.
That's because all of this bottom bit is raised embossed, which is very, very different to what we've done in the past, right? Then once we've got that depth, then what I can do is I can also deepen round the edge. So I can then come, and this is where we're just doing our normal kind of distressing as it was, distressing round the edge, adding that depth of colour where we know it's going to really give that bit of a pop. Now, I don't often use black as a distress. I like to use brown a lot.
Okay.
But I was brave and I just went for it today.
You have been brave
Sometimes
today,
just
haven't
need a
you?
bold colour.
It's like with the candle, you were brave and just went
Gotta be
for it.
brave. I was. We were in the break beforehand and I'm like, oh, guys, I haven't done this live on TV for ages and I don't know if I've got this or whatever. So, yeah.
Smashed
we did
it.
We smashed it.
Mic drop.
Smashed it.
Stage left.
Right, so there's the first one, right? Then we're going to come in and we're going to add a little bit of gilding wax onto your finger.
Yeah.
Again, take off the excess. Now we're just rubbing and just picking up those really raised bits. So we've got that lovely little bit of a sparkle and then onto the edge here.
Oh, it really works
right?
beautifully.
So now you can see that, yeah, look at that lovely little, yes, I like it. I like it. I'm going to take up the excess here. But it's all about layering your colour when you do these sort of techniques, okay? You want to layer and build up. So we started with the black. The black's giving us the depth. Now this is going to go and give us the highlight with the gold, right? So I'm taking that highlight round there as well. And then finally, I'm going to come in with a lot of gold, and I'm going to come in with a gold pen, and I'm going to come, and can you see all these raised bits?
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't enough to have the gilding wax. I wanted a truly raised bit, so I'm going over the emboss, and I'm going to do the same with the little leaves in here, and I'm going to colour that lovely bit of emboss.
Whilst we're just watching you, Georgianne Curley's joined us from Clearwater, Florida. And Jonelle says, I've grabbed my 6x6 My Special Papers last night. Can't wait to get playing with them. And she says, you do know that we will now expect to have the My Special Papers #2 in the 6x6 also.
Oh, we haven't, but well, we were going to see how this one went before we decided.
Yeah, I mean, no promises, but you know what we're like here, don't you? And lots of excitement as well still, people chatting about the candle demo. Janice says, I've just checked the candle cupboard and I am good to go.
Yes, do you know, I always keep a few in. I buy them when they're on cheap because I like to do that technique quite a lot.
Yeah. If anyone needs any candles, just go and raid Craig's house.
Oh, Craig's got loads.
He's Mr. Candle, isn't he?
He really is Mr. Candle.
Yeah. I suppose the only problem with Craig, though, is most of his candles are in jars, though, aren't they? The posh ones are in the jars.
The non-so-posh ones.
Him and his posh ones. Bless him. Loves a candle, does our Craig.
He loves a candle, does our Craig.
Yeah. Thank you also to Crafty Stacey Lou, who has messaged in. She says, I can see so many different collections working with this. Sandy says, excited, just got our HSN order. And sorry, we just finished here. Look at this, beautiful.
I haven't finished the card, I've just done the background, but I am going to just mount it onto the front of the card. But it looks good, that gold really catches the light, doesn't it?
Absolutely,
really
yeah.
Really lovely. Now you could also, if you wanted, bear in mind, you could cut this bit away and make a lovely shaker card.
Okay, yeah.
But all I'm going to do is I'm going to literally mat and layer that up onto the front of a card, and I think it'll make a really good one.
I think it absolutely will. And it's another one of those beautiful sort of embossing folder scenes that I think will work across a whole host of different collections as well. You know, build your scenes up with various characters that you might have from other collections. You know, woodland creatures, all those kind of things potentially might work with that as well. It's just a really useful embossing folder, is that, and such a different way to use it this time around as well.
Isn't it nice?
Very, very different. Something which you might not necessarily have done yourself. But now again, you've got this demo to come back and watch when you get your Age of Elegance collection. You know, you're going away. I mean, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects you can get working on now. And I know, you know, 99% of you are, you know, experienced. You'll already have tons and tons of ideas to be working with for yourself. But how lovely that we send you away with all these ideas, all these projects. And as always, once you've got your collections, do make sure if you make any projects that you tag us in your makes. Tag Sara.
Oh, look at this. I nearly made an upside down card.
Oh, but wet glue.
Oh,
There you go.
manoeuvrability
Save the day.
time, wiggle time, made it work, don't you worry. It was almost an Australian card. I mean, I'm sure Bridgerton's big in Australia as well, so it would have been fine.
Sure, yeah, Bridgerton, big everywhere,
yeah.
from what I've heard about it.
Yeah, big everywhere. For those, by the way, who wonder why we say Australian card, if I ever make a card upside down, or when I used to first craft on TV all the time, I always used to say if we made one upside down, back to front or whatever, I'd say, oh, it's for our Australian viewers. So I used to think I was absolutely hilarious.
I mean, you are hilarious.
Yes,
Not quite as funny as me, but you
still
know,
hilarious.
then again, still pretty hilarious.
Right, so just a nice, do you know these extra large foam bites? You said they're on offer today, didn't you?
Yeah, they are on the show, on offer.
Get them added into your basket, you'd be absolutely crazy. I mean, look at this, how simple was that, right? And then I've used a little bit of the same binding ribbon, and I've just done a tiny little bow just to finish it off. Little globule of 3D glue gel on there.
Yeah.
And that just finishes that off beautifully.
And blooming-tastic, that.
Yeah, just nice on there. And that is how you do super simple, quick and easy card, but with a little bit different.
Love it. It's been a brilliant day, isn't it? A brilliant show. We are heading into the sort of final knockings of it now. Over half the stock of that Showstopper collection has gone, so it's sort of make your mind up time, really. And I know it's definitely one of those weeks, isn't it, where you're probably, you know, putting pennies to various parts, thinking, oh, I'm going to spend some pennies today on the Age of Elegance and spend some tomorrow on the Amazing Flamingos. And of course, you've got Cartload on Thursday, another new launch coming Friday. So lots to think about. But certainly, you know what, if you're not going for the Showstopper today, take advantage of the fact that you've joined us early enough that you can pick up and make your own smaller bundle if you wish, because everything is still available as an individual item. That will not be the case, you know, tomorrow or a few days down the line. Things will go, particularly those paper pads. That's what you need to be thinking about really more than anything, because they're always super popular. Wendy says, I'm loving this show. I can't wait to try this project and the candle as well. And as I said, if you try any of these, do make sure you tag us in all, because we'd love to see what you have done. All right, last chance saloon for any questions, last chance saloon for any requests, and we'll try and incorporate all of those into the final half hour of the show. But more importantly than that, you need to be getting your carts and your baskets checked out, and we will see you the other side of this short break.
Tea first, and then from there it'll be meetings, and they could be commercial meetings, they could be creative meetings, I could be supporting one of my team. I also manage a large team, so it could be one-to-ones with those. Every day is different, but always a predominant focus on the products, how they're working, the new products that we're bringing out, a lot of research and development. when we get to see the finished article way before anybody at home gets to see it, and it arrives and we get to unpack it and experience it and try it, that gives us all a massive buzz. I can't be getting out of bed too early, and I like to get to bed. 9 o'clock's the new 10 p.m. Tea all day long, black, no sugar, thank you. I tend to miss breakfast, which isn't great. And if I have something when I come in the office, then that's going to be yogurt and fruit. My face, all of the makeup that makes this. Nobody's seeing this without that on. Probably a baked potato or a salad or something egg-based. Oh, craft along a masterclass. I'm going to say masterclass, and that's because I love to educate. One song that would be the theme tune to my life, it would be Billy Ocean, Red Light Spells Danger. Pour a gin and tonic. First thing I do. Get in the house, gin and tonic, decompress the day, and then plan what I'm going to do that night.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends, and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone, and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog, unless I'm coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
Welcome back, everybody. What a day it's been. Safe to say, these shows have been flying over, haven't they? I don't know if you feel the same at home, but the 2 hours just seem to absolutely fly over. Just goes to show we're having a great time with great products, great company. Jane says, hi, everyone from Las Vegas. Late as usual, says Jane, but today's my birthday. Happy birthday, Jane. You're the 3rd birthday on the show today. Happy birthday to you. It's Christine's birthday, Nee Connie's birthday as well, so you're in good company. Love to go to Vegas. Love to go to Vegas. Never been, no. You've been, when did you go, Johnny, last? His honeymoon was in Vegas. Johnny just said, there's a test for you. Have your honeymoon in Vegas. Still together. Strong couple, 12 years down the line. And Carol Byrne says, Sara, there are so many things going around in my head from today. I need to lie down and then think which one is first to do. The great thing is, right, you get your collection. Well, Carol, obviously, big winner Byrne. You get your collection. When it arrives, you have a good look. you see what you love, you craft some bits and pieces, you know, with what you want to do, but then you can always come back to this show. Best thing to do, and I know the majority of you have already, is subscribe to us on YouTube. Then you can bookmark shows, you can create playlists, you can search for shows. But it's lovely, isn't it? When you've bought a collection like this, you can then playlist all of the different shows which relate to the product that you bought. And as we've already seen, 6 fantastic projects that you can be working on when you get this home, and another one to come as well. Listen, we're over half the stock of the Showstopper gone. I think a lot of you, again, are buying extras of the paper pads. That's where you need to be fairly quick if you are building your own smaller bundle. It's always the paper pads that go first. So, whilst
Do you want me to show you them again?
Well, I was going to say, whilst people are buying them in their droves, should we have another quick look through them?
Right, I'll show you the paper pads again, and then I'll go into my last demo, right?
Okay.
So, bear in mind, the 12 by 12, very different to the 6 by 6. Well, sorry, it's not very different, that's not right. It's a different paper. We've used the artwork in a different way, okay? So it gives you a different, like a lovely background. So with these ones, there's areas of the page. So this area here, these are individuals that you can cut out, or it'll make a nice background on a card. And that's how we design all of these, okay? Yet once we move into these, this is like a lovely big 6 by 6 or a 7 by 7 card background there, or a nice slimline one here would cut down beautifully well. That's the whole thing. Every one you look at is giving you something different. This, for example, beautiful card here, where that's been used in the background.
So pretty.
And then an aperture cut to kind of show that round the front. I love that one. Very, very clever, right? I just love the way the light shines. Look at that. The way that light shines through is absolutely outstanding. Can I just say, if this was the paper pad, right, we would say, oh, that's a lovely paper pad printed on pearl, that though. That's the B track, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, that's just the B track. So on this one here, you've got them lovely candles, the fans, the feathers, all the little bits, like into the drawing room, into the study.
Yes, how lovely.
Always with that gorgeous sheen in them. And you can see the colour palette on them. They're very clever. The girls who work in the surface pattern design department, I have a whole pattern department now. We do that many papers.
Wow,
we have a whole surface pattern design department within Leanne's team. Well, there's 2 of them. Yeah. It's more than one now. But you know, it's like a like a sub-department.
Yeah.
I just didn't want Leanne to come in and you'd be talking about the surface pattern design. So it was like, there's only 2 of them, sit in the corner. But you see the papers, and what we do is we always start with a paper pad. Now, when we design a collection, we design the papers and then we build up the rest of the collection around it. So then we've taken out these girls, hand illustrated these individual components, taken the fan out, made the fan into its individual die set, taken all these frames and then made them into the frame dies that you see in there. It's using all of those different individual pieces, taken the fountain out, made the fountain into the embossing folder. You know, some really, really clever stuff. These, I just think, the florals. That there is a base to a card, fabulous.
Absolutely.
Or even scrapbook pages, whole scrapbook pages.
Yeah.
Here. So that is your 12 by 12. And then you'll see the 6 by 6s. So for example, the 6 by 6 of this one, similar, kissing a couple in the house, yeah, brilliant. But instead of putting the locket in here, it was too much. So this time we've left the locket out and brought the house, which is in the background there, into more of the foreground here. And then that fountain is enough, so we've lost this out. So can you see, it's a smaller version, but it's been appropriately sized to fit within that kind of realm. So the same colour palette, the same style and theme designs, but done in a way that's appropriate for the 6 by 6 pad. That's what I love about this. Very, very clever, very delicate, beautiful designs, designed in a really, really clever way that just lends themselves fantastically well to making some of the most beautiful cards.
Just stunning, isn't it? And like you said, particularly with that 6 by 6 pad, sort of almost tells a story. You could write a storybook just in the papers within it. It's absolutely beautiful. £28, £38.40, and of course half price when you get your Showstopper as well.
Yeah. But the half price one, just so you know, is both of those pads, and here are the colours, because I know I haven't given it a lot of love.
Oh, yes.
You don't need to. They're kind of like the staples that everybody needs. So there are all the colours in the staples, in your linen cardstock. It's a 24 sheet that comes in total, 8 different designs, 4 sheets of each one.
Last chance saloon for those comments and questions then. Stephanie says, if you go to Vegas, make sure you're wearing comfortable walking shoes. Did you, Johnny? Yes, he says. I don't think he did. He was wearing his stilettos all week. And Carol says, Cara says, I've bookmarked all the shows so far and also the launch show on playlist. It is a sensible thing to do if you know you've got this collection.
Bookmark them, great idea.
Because you know where the shows are, you see? Then you can come back and craft along with Sara at a time to suit you. All right, what have we got? 20 minutes. One more demo.
One more demo. Come on. Well, I'm trying to use as many of the bits in the collection that I haven't yet used.
Okay.
So I haven't taken that beautiful damask embossing folder.
Oh, no.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a background. I've got the damask embossing folder. I'm just going to bring a little bit of that onto the front here. Now I'm going to emboss it, but I'm not going to go too deep and emboss this time. So I'm just going to use the two pieces and I'm not going to add in the metal plate, right?
Okay.
So I'm putting the two pieces through, no metal plating, which gives me a nice emboss, but not a ridiculously deep one where we're not going to like start cracking the paper a little bit. But what you should find is, there we go, just give me a nice deep emboss still. And then I'm going to take a bit of that midnight blue this time, right? Take off the excess, ever so gently, just rubbing over like this. And can you see it just gives you that two-tone? That's what we're after. We're after the two-tone, and it gives you that lovely finishing tone. Oh, I just love it. Two-tone, like a Regency wallpaper.
Like what? Oh, Regency wall, yes,
Regency
absolutely.
wallpaper.
Yeah.
There we go. Lovely. So there's that lovely background, right? And then that you can accentuate. Once you've got a bit on, you can start going for it more and adding more. It's because I'm nearly run out on me dauber now. So now I'm not frightened to kind of press a little bit harder and even out all the design, but don't go too hard too fast. That's how you get like blobs where you don't want them, right? So that there, what I've got is, and I've already prepared one because I knew I might be starting to rush a little bit, is I've got one here where I've got a little bit of leftover pattern cardstock, my lovely design on there, and that's going to create for me the background piece of the card ready to send some love letters.
Oh,
ready
okay.
to send some love letters, right? Let me show you how the love lettering all works, right? So there is my lovely background piece. And actually, let's just be nice and organised. Seeing as I've got the loo roll under here.
It was so lovely back in the day when life was simpler and you used to send love letters to your girlfriend or boyfriend.
Oh,
Remember
nice.
that?
Yeah.
Hey?
It is very complicated now, I have to say.
It is.
Yes. Right, so nice background there. So what I'm going to do is to put the letters together. I'm just wondering if we've got, would you get Jake to go and say, oh no, we've got it.
What?
You'll see in a second. You'll see in a second. I'll be pulling it out for this. It's great, right? I'm going to use this. So we're going to cut out the love letter. Oh, don't you be going anywhere, matey. Right. Going to cut out the love letters first of all. We're going to cut out the envelope. Right, so onto here, pop the die on. Die. Cardstock, and then we're going to have, I've missed you.
So this is going to cut the little slit to allow you to pop
the little
stuff inside it.
Right?
I see, yes.
Then while I'm on, let's also cut out a couple of the letters. Right, so I'm going to put that die, put this on, and pop this together, and we'll cut the envelope and the first letter at the same time. Right? Now, I don't know if it's easier to cut them stamp then cut. I don't think it matters. It's not an overly complex stamp. So I've got my stamp here. Don't you be going anywhere. There you are. Right, envelope and letter, right? You'll get the gist here. So envelope and letter. And I have my stamper platform mat, really handy, where I've just put it underneath the bottom of the thing. Right, there we go, right? So remember when we want a nice crisp stamp, we're going to do it, and I keep using all the different colours. Do you know what I think would be nice? Bit of pebble. So these are the Finesse waterproof ink dyes, and I'm going to use that pebble, and I'm going to stamp it straight over the top. I'm going to have to go in, you're going to get me hairs, just so you know. Right. There we go, straight down. Get it lined up. He's so good, isn't he? My roots aren't bad, mate. We're just covering me back, just in case anyway, right? Oh, I haven't got it perfect, but I'm not far out there, right? And then you can use it. Now, I actually was going to use the grey. So let's get that lovely grey out there.
Does it actually say something, or is it just like scribble?
It says deer, but then I'm not sure you can read much beyond the deer, right? So a little bit of the bit. Look at this. It just needs edging around the outside, and I think that makes such a difference. That little bit of depth and dimension and
Yeah.
not using the black. I think that really does make such a difference, doesn't it, right? Now this, you see, can go into there. Or it can go
all the way in.
all the way in. Oh, will it fit in that way? Yeah, it kind of will. You need to give it a bit of a push, but it's designed to go in that way like that.
Brilliant.
Right? Now, if you want to get really fancy, what you can do is you can cut that out in another colour of cardstock, right? So if we want to make this the front of an envelope, all you're going to do is you're going to cut that top bit off like this, right? There we go. And we're going to just use a little bit of this. And now I've got the envelope kind of front, because we're going to stick that on like this, right? So all the way over, manoeuvre that into place. So there's an envelope like that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do the seal, right? So we're going to take our little envelope seal, and I can stamp a couple of envelope sealers.
I mean, you
So
could obviously use your actual wax seal at this point, could you, if you wanted.
your actual wax seal would be fantastic to use. Very elegant, darling, very elegant, right? So wax seal, I'm going to pop it down. Let me show you how all that works. We take the wax seal. You've then got, Debbie's fish is going to love this one, you know, it's, oh, crikey me, I've got to get this line. There it is. Wax seal lined up. I'm going to stamp that. I'm going to colour it, and then I'm going to 3D it as well. You'll like this in a second,
okay.
right? So, like this. Oh, my life. Right. And there's the Gemini MIDI. And yeah, these will just whiz through the MIDI. Watch this. Now, Speedy Gonzales.
Whack it through.
Straight through, right? Yes, this is why it's so quick and convenient to have your mini on the go as well, right? There we go. So, line that up perfectly, right? So, I could do my wax seal.
Yeah.
And I was going to use, let's use the yellow pen from here, right? So, watch this. I can go around the outside like this. So, we've got that depth and dimension here.
Okay.
Right, and while it's not, still want a little bit of wetness here. Bring in the water. So that is just going to, I should have probably wetted it a little bit, yeah, I should have. Oh, I don't know if I've used watercolour card.
Never.
I haven't, not.
No, you
haven't used the watercolour card. Well, let's have a little look then. In that case, then we're going to improvise, and we're just going to add a little bit of colour in here and just make it look nice. And then a little bit round the outside as well, seeing as we haven't used water. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You don't use the watercolour card and it won't watercolour, guys. That's why you need the right tools for the job.
That's
right?
it.
So that's why obviously I purposefully didn't use watercolour card, just to show you what not to do when you are doing this, right? So it's so much nicer.
Easy mistake to make, you see.
Easy mistake to make. I mean, what you can do if you want is, here is one Sara prepared earlier.
Love that. Always
where
ready.
She did use said watercolour card that she had prepared and was supposed to stamp on. Yeah, never mind.
Too prepared for your own good, you see.
Too prepared for my own good, right? So what I'm going to do now is I've got the glossy highlights.
Okay.
And I'm going to just go, and we haven't used these for it.
What, for people who haven't seen the glossy highlights before, what is this? Is this like a...
So it's an enamel.
An enamel, okay.
So your glossy highlights is going to make an enamel top
Yeah.
that makes this look like a truly three-dimensional wax seal.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to make sure I've got plenty of that on. So it's a little bit like, it's the same technique as if you were to put your, whatchamacallit on, embossing powder.
Yeah.
And triple heat emboss it.
Okay.
All right, but we just don't have to, don't go through the trouble of all of that, because you just put the globule of this on.
And do you dry it or leave it to set naturally?
Leave it to set naturally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's going to take a while, but you know, overnight that'll dry beautifully well. But don't force dry it, because it'll kind of bubble up or whatever. So you're just going to let it do its thing and take its time and look fantastic.
That's a great idea, like you say. It's going to give it that sort of waxy effect, isn't it, to make it look like a real wax seal?
That'll all self-level and whatnot. So let's have a little look. Let's get the card and start putting everything together, okay? So there is the card. And what I'm going to do is, I've got my, I've got one envelope here. I've got another one. Where was that little bit? Let's just ink around the edge of there a little bit, give it a little bit of dimension. All right, so I've got one there. I've got another, there's one envelope, another envelope there. Lay them down. A little bit of glue, I think, to get them exactly where we want them. And I'm just going to pop me little letters in there and stick it all together, Ben.
Absolutely perfect. It's got a little bit quiet on the comments. I think a lot of people are just sort of absolutely amazed and mesmerised by this collection. We've got, what, just under 10 minutes left, so if there's any sort of final burning questions that you want to fire our way, then feel free, or if there's anything specific that you want to see from the set before we go, if you're kind of thinking about maybe putting your own little collection together and there's a particular die set or a stamp set that you want to have a bit more of a longer look at, then do let us know. And thank you to Anne, who's just sent in some interesting trivia. She says, interesting trivia. Paper envelopes were first available in 1837, just after 6:30. And the first envelope folding machine was designed in 1840.
Do you know, I'm usually a fountain of all knowledge when it comes to envelope trivia, but even that one was new for me.
No. But there you go, you can remember that one. I'm making myself laugh. Oh, so yes, we're asking for more questions. Sorry, Rachel's just messaged me. Yes, any more questions you want to fire in, do it in the next couple of minutes because we are almost done. And it's going to be a great day tomorrow as well, by the way. If you're thinking, oh, it's lovely to have Sara in for a couple of days, she's back tomorrow as well, don't you worry. You've got
Guess who's back?
Yeah, back again. Double.
Sara's back.
Tell a friend.
Tell your mates.
Tell your mates like.
Tell your mates like.
We double trouble tomorrow. I've got to keep Sara in check and Debbie Robinson in check tomorrow as well. So I mean that is going to be a fun day. 12 till 2 with me and Debbie for the launch of the Flamazing Flamingos, and then 3 till 5. Sara's going to be here for Masterclass. Yeah, because it's the Flamingo collection, I am getting into Flamingo mode. I'll be wearing my Flamingo t-shirt and also standing on one leg for the 4 hours of the show.
Of course he is.
Of course I am.
I mean, he is. They don't call him presentation lead for
They
nothing.
don't. And you know why flamingos stand on one leg? Because they'd fall over if they didn't. Because they'd fall over.
That's really funny. I haven't heard that before.
Thank you, Sara. It's an oldie but a goodie. And Monica's just been in touch on Facebook saying we sure are mesmerised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's been a mesmerisational day today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 projects that you can get crafting with when you get your collection home. Wendy's just saying this would make a good Valentine's card, Sara.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
It'd work very nicely for that.
Let's have a little look at this. I'm just positioning these down.
Lovely little love letters. Look at those.
Maybe these are a better tweeze it. Oh, no, didn't
hello.
mean to stick you in there like that. Yeah.
And just the last wax seal on there.
Last wax sealing. And I am feeling the love for my love letters.
Gorgeous. I mean, what a fantastic day. It's been incredible. I want to show you just before we go the extras collection because I know a lot of you are going for that. But oh, hello. But look at all of the fantastic projects that Sara's made. Do you want me to move them, Jamie, or are you going to go across and... OK, so you pop the camera in place. All right, ready? Go. Oh, that's not that one. I know all the music.
We are so funny.
I love this one as well. With that, which one's my favourite? Though I haven't looked yet. I mean, that one's an absolute peach, isn't it? At the end of the last show, with the beautiful Lost in the Book. That's stunning. I love the last project as well with the love letters. That's amazing. This is beautiful. Again, using that Lost in the Book set to create that beautiful easel card. But I mean, as far as kind of impressive techniques concerned, look no further than the candle. That is incredible. If you missed Sara doing this live on the show, then go back and watch the last hour. It was towards the end of the last hour. I'd say about 22 the hour she started it. How is that made? I ain't going to tell you. You're going to have to go back and watch it for yourself. But it's just a stellar lineup of projects. 8 projects that you can now take home and do once your collection arrives. Just as a kind of final wrap up on this, the HSN collection, as I'm calling it, the set that you didn't get on HSN, I'll quickly show you. Details on the screen. So that if you bought on HSN, you won't have this set here. So it's actually called the Age of Elegance 8-piece selection. In it is you not as in the Age of Elegance 8-piece collection. In it was like inside of it is these pens. Okay, so you're getting your water-based, your tricolour aquas in it, Regency bruv, magenta, orchid and sunset. The tricolour aqua grace brings you 3 colours of sunflower. You've got your meadow and you've got your aquamarine. Of course, you know, you're going to be taking your paintbrushes to these, mixing these up, creating your own beautiful palettes with them. And then you've also got your timeless elegance at the bottom there, which is peach, it's spice, and all things nice. Desert. Desert. You've also got, dear, it's been a long day. You've also got that paper pad, 6x6 paper pad. I mean, words could not express. You've seen this right throughout the day today. Different, of course, don't forget, to that 12x12 pad. So there is so many reasons to be getting this collection and then potentially buying more of these as well. Individually, on their own, these will go. So if you do love the scenes that you're getting here, the story that this 6x6 pad tells, you absolutely do need this 8-piece selection. And then you need to think potentially about getting more of these. And I wouldn't wait on that. If you love this 6x6 pad and you want multiples, buy them now. Do yourself a favour, because what will happen is you'll come back in a couple of days' time and these won't be here. So if you've got the budget to do it now, do it now. Do it, come on. 24 beautiful seams, double-sided, of course, don't forget. On that beautiful pearl paper. Then you're going to be getting stamps and dies in here. So you've got your feather pen and your inkwell. The stamps there, and of course the dies then to be able to cut your stamps out. The pretty parasol, that's the one that Sara did in the first show today, in the actual launch show, using that parasol. Again, you can go back and watch that show to see how Sara put that together. Then you've got that beautiful ornate bookmark. A lot of you have been commenting about that, saying how much you love that die set. The Manor House, that's that creator card die. Again, you've got the inner detail die and the outer die to be able to work with that too. Alongside that is that exquisite frame. This one here, which was the first project of the day, actually, back earlier on launch day. Obviously, that's done on the portrait, but you can use it still landscape as the board is showing you there. And you do also get the inner frame, so you can create kind of your apertures with this, and also those dies there to be able to create like a floral element with all of your foliage. And then last in the bundle, but certainly not least, is the sentiment set, which is called Love Conquers All, where you're getting 7 sentiments. Love conquers all. Just a note, sending you love, take time for you, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. The beginning is always today, and then also my heart is and always will be yours, Jane Austen. £56 or $76 for that collection, which is the bundle you go for if you already shopped on HSN. If you didn't shop on HSN and budget allows, you go for the showstopper, because that is everything. And then once you get the showstopper, you can then buy an extra bonus bundle of your papers or your embellishments, pop it in your basket with your showstopper, and you'll pay half price. If you aren't at that end of the budget and you have a smaller budget, check out all the individuals and make up your own smaller bundle. But do that now, as I say, because all items are still in stock, but I'm sure very soon they won't be. Sara, thank you for a fantastic, inspirational, fun-filled day. Tomorrow we'll see you at 3 for Amazing Flamingos.
They wouldn't let me have another launch, so I've had to share it with Debbie Robinson. So she gets to do the first show and do the launch, but I get to do the masterclass. So I will be back for the masterclass show in the afternoon, so you get a little bit of all sorts.
It's going to be fun, actually. I love the fact tomorrow that you're obviously going to get Sara's take, Debbie's take, and you know she's going to be all over these flamingos, isn't she?
She's going to be loving it, our Debbie. She is loving it.
Yeah, this is right up Debbie's street. I can't wait to see what she's going to come up with tomorrow. But if you want high energy, fun and laughs tomorrow, you know where to be, because you've got 2 of the most high energy people bringing you a high energy fun collection. Don't delay. That will probably be going live, around about 11 tomorrow, so an hour before the show. You know what to do. Set your alarms, get up early and join us. It's going to be a really, really fun day with an amazing collection. If you want more fun from this collection, though, Crafters TV 24/7, 7 p.m. tonight, so you've got an hour's time. You can watch back the launch from earlier if you missed all of the action. But from me and all of the team, a massive thank you to you guys for watching. Thoroughly enjoyed your company today, and we will do it all over again with another amazing launch tomorrow. The Flamazing Flamingos coming your way on Flasy TV. Didn't really work that, did it? Bye.